Welcome back to Bimsy Reviews, and we have a good product for you today. We have the Windows Surface, the OG Windows Surface, first generation. This thing is 6 years old, and it's running Windows 8.1. And we're going to review it today. So basically what this review is going to be about, it's going to be the structure the same as my last video, but I'm going to do it a bit differently in terms of just all around performance. Now I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna tell you as it is. It's an okay product. I had it for 4 years now, and I've just recently used it about a year. Some of you might have seen me carry it around the hallway or use it in class sometimes. But I'm gonna dive into the specs a bit. I'm gonna tell you when it was released, you know, just some simple stuff, and then I'll get into the performance. I'll switch the camera around to give you an idea of what I'm looking at. So without further ado, let's get on to the review. Let's dive on in. So this product was released in November of 2012, and for its time, it was very advanced. It was probably the best laptop out there yet in terms of lightweight capability and all-around usefulness. So right off the bat, let's just get into some features. You have stereo speakers on either side of the top of the laptop. You have USB. I'm going to skip this charging port for now, come back to it later. You have your 3.5mm headphone jack and your volume buttons. And you also have this nice kickstand so you can, boom, use it as a laptop. Okay, back to the charging. So, this is the most unique design Microsoft has ever used to charge one of their laptops. In fact, this is the only model that has this type of charger. It's so unique that Microsoft just ended up switching back to USB. And I mean, it's probably a good choice in the end, but honestly, it's a great, I don't think it's that bad. It's magnetic and it gives you light. I'll charge it up right now, show you. So all you have to do in order to charge it, these things are magnets, so they obviously attract if you're in physics or whatever, you know. You connect that magnet, and then you get this little light here that pops up. I don't know if you can see that, but it's there. Okay, now let's get on to the display. So, well, there you go. You got the light up right there, the wallpaper. This display is 1400 by 800 pixels, and it's a 10-inch diagonal display. I don't know if you'll be wanting to watch TV on this, but hey, your choice. Bluetooth 4.0, the USB that I showed you earlier is USB 2.0. In this you get a quad-core 1.3 gigahertz processor, which was fast for its time, but again, today it's not really wow, you know, it's not really, you're not going to be surprised by how fast it is. You got actually two cameras, one on each side. You got the selfie camera right there, and then you got this rear view camera. Both are 1.2 megapixels, and in comparison to today's technology, the Google Pixel 2, the camera on that has 12.2 megapixels. So it isn't, obviously, it was a good camera for the time. Obviously, having it on a laptop was another big feature. A lot of the laptops before this didn't have a camera on it. Because of the camera, it was able to have Skype on it. Windows was able to work with Skype and get it onto this hardware. Battery here is a non-reusable lithium-ion. It has up to 360 hours of standby time. That's what Microsoft said. I'm not saying that. And up to 8 hours time if you're on it all the time. So 8 hours of use time. So you can see I detached it from the keyboard, and that is the main feature, the main selling point of this tablet, if you want to call it, but it's also a laptop if you want to call it. You can call it an all-in-one if you want to call it. So the big thing here is it had the touchscreen, and that was the #1 selling point. So I'm going to switch the camera right now, and I'm going to show you what it looks like from my view. Okay, so I got the setup of the Surface in laptop mode, and it's really simple. If you wanted to use it as a tablet, all you do is just put like a hand on here and a hand up here, and just like that, it's detached. So what this uses is magnets, so if you ever want to, it's a really simple docking procedure. All you do is just boom, boom, and then you got the little kickstand there that's keeping it up. So this is the interface you get when you first load into the Surface. It's Windows 8.1 is loaded on there. And I mean, it's a really clean interface. I think Microsoft did a really good job for the time of 2012. You got all your basic apps. You have Mail, Skype, People, OneDrive, videos, music, games, and camera. Then you have the settings, and there is the Microsoft Office that was already preloaded on there. You also get news, the Windows Store, sports, health and fitness, food and drink, maps, reading list, and stock. Another nice feature, obviously, if you want more of a laptop mode, you can click on the desktop mode, and there you have your classic Windows 8.1 desktop. One thing that I was a bit disappointed with this is that you were not able to download Google Chrome. And the reason I say that is Google Chrome is one of the fastest downloading browsers, and frankly, it's a big difference going from Internet Explorer to Chrome. I mean, I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's not pretty. Internet Explorer is not pretty on Windows 8.1, and for that reason, this is kind of it's a slower computer. But obviously you get like all the features of a normal laptop, of a normal Windows 8.1 computer. You get there's not necessarily a start menu. When you hit the Windows icon, it just brings you back to the home. But I mean, it's a quick transition if you want to go back and forth, for the most part, or you can press the Windows button. Now, what you do if you download apps onto the computer, you can go down there, and there's all your apps right there. You have all your apps, Microsoft Office 2013. You have all the preloaded apps on there by Windows, and then usually all your ones will be over here. You can also go back to the desktop if you want. I think that's a bit of an iffy feature. You can set alarms. This laptop has vibration and sound, obviously sound, but you can use it to wake you up. I don't know if you would ever want to use that feature, but it's there, obviously. Now let's go to this camera. So you can see it's not really as clear of a picture that you'll get with a smartphone, but for the time of 2012, I think it would be, it'd be the new thing. Hey, take a picture of someone, or I know you guys want to see me again, so I'll just I'll switch back here if I can. No, augmented reality. Oh no, panoramic. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. What if you just double tap? No, that's how you take pictures. I don't want to take a picture. Oh, there's a car. Not really sure how to flip the camera around. So this is another bad feature. The interface is not as good, not as clean as most people would probably want it to be. The camera roll is nice from the camera to the. I'm gonna escape out of that. I don't want to take any more pictures or do something I don't want to do. Oh wow! Changed camera. All you need to do is right click. Okay, so there I am. You can see the lights lit up on there. And honestly, it's not a bad camera. It's just not what you would expect from a phone, or obviously this is a laptop, but your phone picture is going to be a lot better. So you're probably not going to be taking too many pictures of this. And look at that. I am watching you, watching me, watching you, watching me. Isn't that crazy? So, the 1.2 megapixel camera isn't that great. I'd have to admit. There you go. The picture again. It's just, I don't know. I'm not too sure about it. I have mixed feelings, if you want to say that. All right, let's exit out of there. Boom. Okay. So another nice feature is you have all your applications on your desktop here. Obviously, if I wanted to open one app, let's say the Weather Channel. Ooh, it's 80 degrees. If you want to quickly go back to your desktop, you have that button there obviously, but if you want to use the tablet version, you just swipe over here and then you're back to your desktop. It's really if you're just lazy and don't want to click the X button. Obviously it doesn't close the application, but it's, I mean, I haven't used it that much. I always choose to close my application or minimize it. But it's there. So let's get on to the gaming aspect, and I want to see how this thing performs. Obviously it's not going to do too well, but I obviously want to see it. We're going to load Asphalt 8 Airborne up, and we're going to see how the performance is, from if there are any lags, if there is any delay in the feedback. Obviously you can't use keyboard for this. I don't know why I'm doing that. See it loaded after I do the keyboard, but now this is one thing I like about the tablet version. You can choose to just leave it like that. You can choose to do that, or if you don't like that, just face it straight down. Obviously, if you're watching TV or if you're watching a YouTube video, you're not gonna offend me if you keep it down. But I think the kickstand's pretty nice. So finally, after 2 minutes, it loads, and we're here. We're at the start screen. I'll X out of that. And obviously, you get, yeah, okay, private, yeah. You get that, you get pop-ups. It's, look at that, slow, Lamborghini, look at that. I mean, it's not clean. The transitions aren't that clean. Look at the way that's spitting. It's not as fresh as you want it. Obviously, you're not getting high performance. You don't have a fan in this laptop. That could be another reason. It's low performance. I don't know why they chose to put games on here, but let's do it anyway. We're gonna play, and we're gonna try to load a race and see if it works. Let's go next. Obviously, look at that Dodge Dart blue, beautiful. Maybe I'll have Mohammed do a review video on that, but we'll leave it for now. Go to next, start race, and this will probably take an eternity. I'm not gonna see, just look at the way the loading thing is spinning. It's like 1/10 of what it should be spinning at. Maybe less, but we'll load it. In the meantime, I'm just going to explain a bit. So I like to use the extension just to get my hands in there. Usually if you have it down, it's more of like you're using it as a steering wheel, which isn't bad. But I usually like to have grips, and now it is loading, and I haven't. All right, let's get racing. Oh my goodness, I haven't played this in a while. I'm sorry. So you can see how the graphics are. It's not really clean. I mean, it's lagging. It's doing all a bunch of stuff. But I'd say for the time, ooh, look at that barrel roll there. For the time of 2012, you're not really expecting much from a laptop like this. If you want to play games, I'd consider. Okay, it's glitching, and I'm not really going to do that anymore. But it's time to use that feature again. Just swipe, and then you're back to your desktop. For this next portion, I'm going to use the actual laptop. Alright, so next is the actual audio test. And so we're going to view my we're going to do an audio test. We're going to do audio test, or let's do internet test first. Well, we'll do it both at the same time. We're going to do internet test and audio test. So we're going to see how fast Google can work on here. Like I said before, you can't install Chrome, so it is going to be slow because it's Internet Explorer and it's not the most recent version of it. So typing is even slow. YouTuber or YouTube. Alright, not bad. It loaded the Google page fine, but let's go to YouTube. That's not bad either. I mean, you're not gonna get lightning fast boom, and obviously it's gonna depend on your Wi-Fi, but the max for this is pretty good. I'm gonna say, it's not bad. Obviously, you're not gonna get a lot of these pop-ups until like I don't know when, but you get the big loading mark. Let's type in Bimsy. Oop, no. See, look at that. The typing is really slow. Bimsy International. Ooh. Let's go to Bimsy Reviews, because that's what channel you're on. Oh, look at that. First thing that comes up, and then you got my... Yes, perfect. All right. So I want to seek to a certain spot. Take it off here. See, if you're just lounging out here, you put the kickstand down. You can put that. Internet Explorer asks you to view it in full screen. The color's a bit oversaturated. If I were to be honest, obviously the display is not bad. It's Windows display. Windows is probably one of the best displays for laptops. Or Dell, you know what I mean. But stereo, the sound, it's not really that loud. The sound that's coming up from the stereos, I can easily block it by using my fingers. The audio. So this is max audio right here. And you can make this is called the equalizer. So when music plays, the equalizer go up and down. So basically, you can like raise it up. Alrighty, enough of that. That's brutal. That's just... See, and then this is what's most annoying. Whenever you do YouTube or Drive, Google Drive, or anything associated with YouTube, it gives you this little pop-up that says, watch YouTube videos with Chrome. Yes, get Chrome now. The problem with that is this computer can't handle Chrome. It literally can't download Chrome. So, we're done. We're done with that. Alright, so I'm sure after all of that, you're probably going to be asking me, Braden, okay, you told me all of this, but is it worth my money? Is it worth mi dinero? And honestly, for what you're paying, no. No. I think you can find a way better laptop for way cheaper than this was when it was first released. Right now, it is going on sale on Amazon for $89. I'll put the link in the description. But don't buy it. I mean, I wouldn't buy it. You can get way better laptops online. You can get the Surface 2, Surface 3, Surface 4. I mean, if you're going to college soon, definitely not the first generation at least. I would definitely recommend the 4th generation of that. So that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you for watching Bimsy Reviews episode 2. You know, if you liked it, if you enjoyed it, leave a like obviously and subscribe. Making these videos is obviously not easy. Editing, I'd say, is probably the most difficult task. Shooting the actual shots are probably the easiest for me. But yeah, again, if you liked it, leave a like, show some support, subscribe. So that is it for today for Bimsy Reviews. Thank you.